Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense working from the pistol. They'll try the right side. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. They're going to ride this running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The toss to the right. Slithers into space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the single back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a fan. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Williams will pass. Quickly complete.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. He'll sneak it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Williams looking for a man. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The give. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're about to get through their entire opening script of plays. This is the 11th play of the drive. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll toss it to the left. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting it, making the tackle.
Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Coleman. There he goes down the right side. The 40. He's loose. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Husky.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 2 to Georgia Tech. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Howard. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers. And then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his legs, it's Coleman. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Williams will pass. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Here's the pressure. It's intercepted. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
When you throw to wide receivers over the middle of the field, it's really tough. Sometimes you got to layer it. You got to throw it over linebackers and in between safeties. It requires a lot of touch, a lot of finesse. That play, the defense definitely took advantage.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Williams looking for a man. The quick out. Across the 45. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback may change this route. Williams will pass. Got the quick pass. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the corner. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Sends it back in motion. On the snap, it's Singleton. Oh, they're after him. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Going up top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Williams looking for a man. Makes the grab. It's Coleman. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. The Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man to the left. Big gainer there that'll look good in the stat column, but not quite enough to put any points on the board before time expires here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second and short so much easier, so much more manageable. It just allows your quarterback, too, to take a breath and extend.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
The Tigers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll run the toss. Got room to work. Fights off the defender. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Third and short, just what the doctor ordered. Toss play, good job up front by the offensive line, getting a bit of a push, and they get the first down.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cobb. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Might be changing the route. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Williams will pass. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 5 over Georgia Tech. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Complete to start this drive. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Singleton. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Singleton. The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
From the gun. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half. Almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the single back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter of play. Washington, 21, Auburn, 14. So the final period starts with a second down play. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Williams looking for a man. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab right down the middle. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. On the move, it's Coleman. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on third and long. Williams will pass. Looking to the big tight end. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed. That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Open from the 15. Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough to go to attack.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They feed him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emtman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front of the defensive line eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary at linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Cobb. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. It's a seam wide open. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. It's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And talking to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got a lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Washington would love to just run out this clock. Here's the handoff. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Toss sweep right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front, and good job being physical by that D-line too.
They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Last chance coming up. Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then